Hey, I'm Malachi, and I'm going to show you guys how to find b times a for a matrix and 6.4, section 6.4. So we're going to go ahead and write finding b a, section 6.4, right? So let's go ahead and make our a equal to 6, 4, -1, 7. Looks good. Then our b equal to 0, 3, -1, -1. All right. So basically, to multiply these, we're going to do exactly what it says, but you cannot just multiply a times b because you'll come out with a completely different answer. Because a lot of people think that you just multiply like 6 times 0, -1 times -1, 4, 3, and it doesn't work that way because there's a certain method you have to do. So the first step is just going to be to switch these, right? So it's going to be 0, 3, -1, -1. That's our b times our a, which is 6, 4, -1, 7, right? So basically we're going to do some kind of situation like this, right? And then here to find our points. It's a little weird at first, but that's why you can't switch them, if that makes any sense. But you'll be able to, it gets easier the more you try it. So our next step is to go ahead and write it out. So it's going to be 0 times 6, right? Plus -1 times 4. If you see what we did there, we just multiplied 0 and the 6, -4, or -1 and the 4, sorry. And then over here, we're going to do 0 times -1 plus -1 times 7. All right, and those are going to be our first 2 points. Next, we're just going to do the same thing, but with these two at the bottom. So it's going to be 3 times 6 plus -1 times 4. And our point over here is going to be 3 times -1 plus -1 times 7. Right? So now all we're going to do is simplify. So this is going to equal 0 plus -4, which is going to be -4. And down here, 18 plus -4, which is going to be 14. Right? And then 0 plus -7, -7. -3 plus -7 is going to be -10. And that is going to be our final answer.